EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, let's get set.
Check three.
Now for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like the blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Don't say nothing.
On second down, it's Elliott. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Draw play, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
47.
Prescott from the gun. Going to take a shot for... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 57 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath, the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jackson to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
To throw is Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson had a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Jackson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. But now it's 3rd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Focus, defense, focus. He's coming. Double up, double up. Go, go, go.
From the gun, Jackson going up top. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. That is incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 41 to Mike. All right, T, let's turn. All right, T. 41's to Mike. 41. We're going to 54. Why in? 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Under 10. We're going to 53. 10.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, kill. Shot. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Oh, Jack. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Back. 47. 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Steps away to his left. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. I'm going to run it.
Play action. It's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Jackson now. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith.
Good stuff. Keep doing that.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Tackle.
Final play of the half here, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
27-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ingram again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right there.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Echo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that corner.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Jalen Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Strip that ball. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
First down, Ravens.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now he'll escape to his right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There you go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go to Elliott again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. It's caught. Cooper. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. 10th carry now for Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott now. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. First down, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation,
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. A clash of two of the more fervent fan bases around. The Cowboys and the Raiders are underway. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. Slide in.
Get the 50. Check by 50.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks. Here we go. 47.
Time up.
26.
They start on the ground with Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to cut it back right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On 2nd down, Richard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn.
On 3rd down, Richard. Richard lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Running is Jacobs. And he's got some space here. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 12-yard line.
Let's get it.
Carr gives to Richard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Elliott. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. On second down now. It's Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Hey, kill. 27.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. These two teams all tied after one. On third down, it's Pollard, and he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On second down, Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Richard. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
You don't want to see me. You don't want to. Express. Go back. We got motion. We got motion. Back up. 694.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. On first down, Richard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
93. 93.
At the 22-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Hey, orbit. 55 to mine.
On second and 11 now. Carr. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Express.
Motion, motion.
Raider 9. Get down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And look at this. The punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go one more. Watch twist. Watch twist.
On the ground, Richard. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up...